The following video contains spoilers. We suggest watching the episodes alone in the dark. Cowabunga, Wolfpack! Your favorite dude, Catastrophe, is ready to shred into the realm of those mighty morphers once more. And because we've had too many happy times on this channel, it's time to get back to suffering. I love Power Rangers, and I love the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. However, when we had an epic crossover event putting the two together, it left everyone with a big case of, what the shell? It's time we analyze what was supposed to be an epic clash between Rangers and Ninja, which tragically morphed into a nightmare.
Oh, shell shock.
That's right, there was a historical point when two of the greatest action franchises of all time met on the big screen. The Power Rangers and the Ninja Turtles, for the first time ever, collided. This was every child's dream come true. We got two bossa nova teen teams uniting on a crazy adventure that should have been out of this world. Everyone loves those radical dudes and those space knights with attitude. So what could possibly go wrong? Well, for starters, what instantly slaughtered all hype was the Space Rangers, arguably a top tier ranger team, were meeting the Next Mutation Turtles. For those unaware, TMNT The Next Mutation is agreed upon by all ninja fans to be the worst iteration of the Turtles ever. It was a short-lived, piss-poor action comedy about live-action Ninja Turtles going on zany adventures, safeguarding New York, but with the same production standards of a Power Ranger show. Unfortunately, it ended up so bad it felt worse than Turbo. To this day, people still despise this series, and it's not at all hard to see why.
Any of you chumps put a scratch on my bike, you're footing the bill. Get it? Footing the bill?
Wow, this is just lame.
The comedy was juvenile beyond tolerance, the Turtles were all unlikable, none of the iconic villains we know or love show up, the tone was so confused, it overdoses on obnoxious sound effects, the action's lackluster, and worst of all, it looked cheap. So cheap that you'd swear Mr. Krabs financed it.
I don't care about the children! I just care about their parents' money!
Turtle fans absolutely despise this show, hating it more than Michael Bay's movies. Let me repeat that. Fans hated this more than Michael Bay's trash. That's how awful The Next Mutation is. Alas, this is what happened next. In a desperate attempt to boost the show's ratings and non-existent popularity, the network ordered this show meet the Power Rangers. There was a point in time where the spandex soups ruled the galaxy. Power Rangers was insanely hot, with the in-space season being one of the greatest entries ever. So you could imagine the sheer annoyance from fans when they learned that this space epic was going to shill for one of the worst shows ever made.
I have a bad feeling about this.
What was meant to be a saving throw for the Next Mutation only ended in disappointment for everyone. Seeing as how Next Mutation never got a season 2, you can tell how well this went. How does a crossover that sounds this legendary go so wrong? Well, that's what we're here to find out. After years of bad Ranger tales, many a Power Ranger enthusiast has been looking back at older content, enjoying some of the weaker entries, or outright defending once hated episodes like this. And your feline ranger wants to see if this is as bad as we recall, or possibly better than we think.
Not bloody likely.
Despite this infamous blemish on its track record, I stand by that Power Rangers in Space is one of the greatest shows from our favorite saga, and seek to reveal if this crossover's infamy remains true, or if the Rangers could spin a sewer turd into gold. Is this crossover a legendary battle, or a shell of a fail? Grab your morphers or ninjutsu weapons, because we're entering the clash between titans of both good and lame. Whose side are you on? Let's rock it with our crossover for the ages. The duel between Power Rangers and Ninja Turtles, Shell Shocked. So, our crossover begins in New York City.
New York City?
Where Astronema, the princess of evil, summons her greatest weapon yet. Astronema's the primary antagonist of this Ranger season, as she's tasked with the mission of exterminating the remaining power wielders, with this scheme being her newest plan so far. She needs a greater super team to serve her by slaying those pesky Power Rangers, the Turtles. Yeah, and a bizarre twist, it turns out the Power Rangers share a universe with the Turtle Dudes. Who knew?
You're going to destroy the Power Rangers.
Hello? Cut me some slack. Knock knock. The Power Rangers are just pretend, you know, comic book.
Wait, you don't believe the Rangers are real? Huh? This joke probably would have worked if it was in reverse. Shouldn't the Rangers be a publicly known superhero team and the Turtles be the mysterious shadow warriors nobody knows of? Heck, the Hamato clan were the ones who started as a comic.
That is no joke!
But yes, kiddies, they're here. All the Turtles are here. Leonardo, Donatello, Raphael, Michelangelo, and Venus.
Who?
Time for backstory! Venus de Milo was an original addition to the cast only in The Next Mutation. She was supposed to be the Turtles' sister, a girl ninja mutant with the power of magic, inserted into the franchise in effort of gaining a larger female audience. Alas, there was one tiny little prob. Venus sucks. No, nobody was against a female turtle joining the gang, but Venus was a colossal failure at it. Her big issue is that she was boring. Venus de Milo is boring. She has zero persona beyond being the girl. She had gifts at magic, but you bet the plot never remembers it. She had no personal development, no story arc of her own, and basically existed to be a love interest her brothers all tried to score with.
My master, the shaman Chang-Yi, found me in your city's Chinatown swimming in a drainage ditch.
You know, I work out every day.
She's tripping.
She's vivacious.
That was why De Milo sucked. Her own show had no clue what it wanted to do with her, and she ended up being so hated that the creators of TMNT actually banned her from ever reappearing in mainstream content ever again. That's how hated she is.
She's worse than 10 Diabolicos.
I bring this up precisely because naive viewers watching this for the first time may be dumbfounded as to who the shell this chick is, since In Space never explains and just acts like she's always been a part of those mutant dudes. This is also the first red flag fans had with this crossover, that we're watching the best Ranger squad meet the most hated incarnation of the Turtles, a badly written team of dopes who most pop culture warriors wish to forget. It's only the first minute and we're already suffering pain. This is gonna be a doozy.
Welcome to hell!
So Astronema somehow found these mysterious ninja faster than Shredhead did, asking them to fight for her. They say shell no, forcing her to brainwash them. The Hamato clan is now evil! We cut to Andros training his team on the Ranger way, until a monster attacks, speeding them to morphin time. At this point in the series, the Turbo Rangers have very recently allied with the Red Space Ranger, where there's still some lingering trust issues between them, which is important to note as this tale puts that fragile trust to the test. Which honestly makes me realize that this crossover probably should have occurred later in the series, as opposed to episode 4. Just seems like this new iteration of the team should have racked up some reputation before jumping the gun with a big crossover event. I mean, Jimmy and Timmy didn't even meet each other that early. It turns out an electro monster is stirring up terrorism, where our heroes get their butts kicked. Aw, come on, guys. This isn't even a Psycho Ranger level threat. The Space Rangers epic fail. Where? They're rescued by the Next Mutation Turtles.
What are those things?
I can't believe it, but I think they're...
It's the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles!
How do you know them? The turtles are supposed to be ninja hidden in the shadows.
More like a nanja. Terrible what passes for a ninja these days.
And here's another negative mark against this. The show practically shills for the turtles over the Rangers by making them look like superior warriors. For starters, the Hamato clan easily bests this OP monster. Yeah, this creature trounced the Space Rangers like nothing, but the turtles defeat him easily and toy with him like he's a joke. Even grabbing his Hameha ball, play with it, and kill Electro easy. Suffice to say, the radical dudes go up a few power levels here. Don't get me wrong, I love the turtles, but this is a bunch of barnacles. The Next Mutation team slays an overpowered monster who was going to slay the Power Rangers.
Bullshit!
While granting this team an epic hero moment was a good idea, this method was not the way. But just like that, in 2 seconds, the two teams become besties. Yeah, very few questions, and the 10 are all cool. I wouldn't be impressed knowing mutants or space knights are real either. The turtles ask for a ride home on Astro Megaship, but while the X-Turbo team agree, and fans squee, Andrew suspects that there's something totally untubular about those turtle turds. Nevertheless, the ninja easily dupe the Rangers into letting them know everything about their cool spaceship, although Andro suspects something sinister on the horizon. This is why PR fans love the Red Space Ranger, because Andros is the best character. He's smart, crafty, badass, experienced, kind deep down, and a level-headed leader among his newbie Ranger squad. People adore a character who is competent and cool. Sadly, his worries fall on deaf ears, as his team are totally enamored by these sexy scalies.
What I want to know is, why so many questions about the megaship?
Well, they're just curious.
The Turbo Rangers being idiots? The devil, you say? Everyone parties only for a saboteur to strike. And no, I don't know why we get this Michael Myers POV shot, building up to the traitor's identity, only to reveal it's the Turtles, because it's so obviously them. For corn's sake, you showed us them getting brainwashed at minute 1.
Great continuity!
It's insta-betrayal. The Hamato fam take over, backstab the Rangers, and Dekka gets hacked.
Just giving your buddy Dekka a better attitude.
I've been certified turtleified!
Oh my god, my insides are on fire!
That line alone is the biggest reminder of why the Next Mutation's humor was sewer apples. The treacherous team turned this into Turtles in Space, trap all the Turbo Rangers, and hand the ship over to Astronema. I won't deny how it's so much fun seeing the Rangers combat outside of their armor more frequently. The fight choreography's awesome. There's always higher tension when the Rangers are caught unmorphed, and it's so cool to see your heroes are fully capable of combat without their arsenal. Makes me miss quality Ranger seasons like this. Also, for any of the curious, Astronema's minions, the Quantrons, are easily my favorite goons. I love the alien Space Knights design. Their creepy sound effects, those Klingon batlas, and especially those alien voices. These guys are top tier Ranger minions, even if you don't fully understand them.
This show needs subtitles.
So boss that they successfully capture 4 of the Rangers. We soon get Dark Spectre's cameo when Astronema reports. This dude was the sinister overarching threat of In Space, who led the ultimate alliance of evil, and provided resources to all the Zordon-era villains, including Astronema here, as she was originally his right-hand woman in his empire. Dark Spectre is a pretty solid antagonist, but tragically he never even combats the Rangers at at all. Which sucks because this crossover means that the Ninja Turtles met the greatest endgame villain while the Rangers never did. Basically, Astronema lets her boss know that they totally won and bested those heroes. Nothing can stop them now.
Bullshit!
The Rangers lost, but haha, Andros saves the day, wielding the Force. You would think with both Andros and Venus having minor magical abilities would lead to an epic duel between them later, but nope, this power never comes up again. The Rangers escape and heroically run away, which, you know, really makes you realize how hard this crossover screwed the Rangers over, since all we've seen is shilling for the Ninja Turtles. I mean, really look back. The Turtles saved the Rangers, the Turtles beat a monster the Rangers couldn't, the Turtles capture 4 of the Rangers without breaking a sweat, the Turtles meet Dark Spectre before they do, and the Rangers retreat from their own home base because they don't have a prayer fighting the Turtles head on. I'm starting to realize that outside of starring the garbage Next Mutation crew, that this crossover's grave sin is how they turn the Rangers into a joke to make them look superior, which just rubs some extra salt in the wounds over why this crossover disappoints. It's so one-sided. How does it feel seeing your favorite franchises meet each other for the first time when only one of them clearly receives blatant favoritism over the other? I want to see both these teams' strengths and weaknesses, not this power inconsistency.
I'm better than you.
The Turtles pursue their foes, but the Rangers finally score 1 point by escaping their own conquered base. Lame. The show tries to give the Space Rangers some wins here when the episode copies the Wrath of Khan by flying both their vessels into an electrical storm.
What is that?
Wait a minute. You're asking a turtle who lives in a sewer to explain a cosmic event?
That question is less stupid, though you asked it in a profoundly stupid way.
At first I thought this was a clever plan the Rangers devised to trick the villains, but it turns out to be a happy accident, since they had no clue what the storm would do to anyone on the mega ship. Get this, in easily the laziest writing ever, even by Power Ranger standards, this is how they break the spell. The Ion Storm zaps the evil brainwashing off the Turtles and frees them.
Of course! Don't you know anything about science?
Yeah, this is how the Turtle dudes are saved. An Ion Storm electrocutes the evil out of them, somehow not affecting Astronema or her goons, but the power of plot compels you. And the worst part is, the Power Rangers finally get a win against the Turtles, only by sheer accident. Our heroes.
Or should I say, zeros? Oh, zeros. That's a good one.
Upon realizing the jig is up, Astronema doesn't even bother brainwashing them again, but pusses out and sets a bomb to kill them all. Seriously, Astronema, the femme fatale whose job it is to murder Power Rangers, is scared of those terrifying turtles and runs away.
Bullshit!
Speaking of which, the Rangers flee on a moon only to be jumped by their foes, entering a classic death battle. Miraculously, the Next Mutation Turtles finally do something right when they barely reprogram Astro Megaship, saving the day. I know you're probably tired of all this TMNT shilling, but I'm legit impressed because they're way smarter and more useful on In Space than on their actual show. I'm unsure if it's a good thing or a bad thing to say that the Next Mutation cast finally improved. Tragically, the Rangers still suck and lose, but the radical dudes arrive in 5 seconds to aid our heroes.
The green machine has gone clean!
Thanks, Leonardo. I believe you this time.
A satisfying end to this one-day rivalry. Yep, that's it. The Rangers trust them now after being betrayed by the Turtles merely a few minutes prior. They're just good now.
You always win when you are good.
And at long last, we reach our sole highlight of this crossover. The Ninja Turtles and Power Rangers coming together to kick some shell, showing these Quan Rong some turtle power! I hate to admit it, but yes, this fight scene is pretty good. Even in the bad Power Ranger episodes, the fight scenes are still fantastic. I don't blame anyone for getting joy seeing both the Rangers and Turtles finally joining forces together and joyously beating up cannon fodder. It's cool, insanely fun, impressive, and showcases the best combat of both teams in unison. I truly wish we got more of this. Seeing the two groups working together is what makes a crossover awesome. I just wish we didn't have to sit through a cringy adventure to get to it. Once more, evil loses.
None of you has seen the last of me.
The Turtles never see her ever again. So after all the betrayal, moral ambiguity, and near death, everyone loves each other now. Rangers and Turtles finally live in harmony.
We good guys gotta stick together.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right?
Right.
I sense a deep bond between Leo and the Red Ranger. We also finally gain genuine friendship interactions between the pair, and sadly it borders more on gross than cute. How? Well, the show has this bizarre montage between the Rangers and the Ninja Turtles falling in love. Having the Turtles shipped with human love interests has always been a mixed concept among fans, but did anyone wish to see this? Romantic teases between the human Power Rangers and the mutant Turtles. It's doubly barf since the Space Rangers want to bonk the next mutation Turtles.
But I thought you guys were on...
On her side? How could we fight against ladies as pretty as you two?
Oh, she's so hot I can feel my shell tightening.
I never doubted your existence for a minute, Miss Yellow Ranger.
Absolutely! Shwing!
No, it's a long spacewalk to New York.
Well, we've got a megaship. How about we give you a ride home?
May I?
That'd be great.
Don't do it, TJ. She sleeps with her brothers. Yeah, this is gross. I hate seeing my favorite Ranger team flirt with these Muppet rejects. The Rangers deserve better. So, all's good, and we never speak of this ever again.
Hey, and if you're ever in New York, hey, why don't you pop your head in our sewer?
Sure. Yeah, we'd love to.
They never visit once. But it's not over yet. The Turtles just have one last request. Fly home in style.
Whoa, what a cheesy effect.
Okay, one, how the shell are the Turtles breathing in space? They have no oxygen. And two, these effects are terrible. The green screen looks beyond fake. How do the Rangers look more realistic on their green screen over these walking Muppets?
The world may never know.
But oh boy, now that the Turtle dudes have space surfboards, I can't wait to see where they go next. Bah! And that, kids, is why they never had a season 2. Anyway, that's the end of our Cowabunga Power Clash, Shell Shocked. And it truly makes you think. Why am I not watching Batman vs. the Turtles over this? This sucks, plain and simple. There's only 2 highlights, but they're not enough for me to call this crossover half good. The fight scenes are cool. This action delivers, but I can say the same about any lame Ranger tale too. It's woefully trapped in a poorly written plot, which doesn't deliver the epicness its premise should have. I will also confess that I'm surprised how the staff somehow made the Next Mutation team far more tolerable here than on their actual show. Believe it or not, the Turtles are far nicer and more competent on this than ever before. In Next Mutation, they have a huge case of bystander syndrome. Leo even stating that vampires are a human problem, are shown to hate each other at the best of times, and come off as sexist or horny to their new member. Here, they get along just fine with each other and humans alike. It's legit shocking how the staff improved this terrible variant somewhat. Alas, the bad heavily outweighs the good. What should have been a match made in heaven quickly descends into a torment in hell. The show shills so hard for the Next Mutation Turtles over the Rangers. The comedy is torture, the effects are bad, the turtle suits are worse, the plot's ultra rushed. You don't feel the 2 teams come together, Astronema is nerfed, the Turtle Rangers shipping is ew, and worst of all, it doesn't feel like this epic meeting of 2 great franchises, but another dumb filler episode for both sagas. I'm not surprised many Ranger fans place this amongst the worst episodes of the series, because it is that bad. Both Power Ranger and Turtle fans have come together in agreement over pretending that this tale never existed, because it's that despised. I fully understand why, because this episode is a powerful case of what the shell. So, I brand this brand collab a decayed icon, and don't recommend. It wins some points for the effort, but the toxicity of Next Mutation was bad enough to harm the Power Rangers something fierce. Personally, I'm actually open to another attempt at a crossover like this in the future, especially if it's a meeting between the 2003 Turtles and Time Force, since it makes sense if the Turtles fought Time Force, as they were known for handling mutants, and that team would be perfect around their timeline. Plus, Shredder and Karai dueling Ranzik and Nadira is what happy childhoods are made of. But any other crossover that isn't Legendary Battle will do over this. Shellshock tried to rock your world, only to crash land. I'm your host, Catastrophe, and I'm shredding in style. Haha, no! Hey, I'm Wolf. Don't. Hello, I'm... wait. Halo? It's a powerful case of what the shit. Don't.
Fear me, Quantrons! I have the balance of the ninja! Whoa!
Wolf, you want to review Power Rangers Meet the Next Mutation Turtles? Wolf, we're not doing a crossover today. The Next Mutation would have been better if it had Karai. She's my TMNT wife. Dang it, House. We must exterminate the Jews.
You put your left foot in, you put your left foot out. Why don't you pop your head in our sewer?
Sure. Yeah, we'd love to.
Bullshit! I wish we got the Power Rangers versus the Universal Monsters, since a review on that wouldn't be blocked.
There goes the last lingering thread of my heterosexuality.
I never doubted your existence for a minute, Miss Yellow Ranger.
Hey, Cap, I was wondering, could I maybe get a bigger part in the video?
Pinky, you're dead.